Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brews with Brian, a bonus episode called Just a Sip. And I'm here with my two cousins, Jerad and Glen. They're going to join me for Just a Sip. Jerad, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing awesome, man.
Awesome. Glen, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Now, we're here because it's my bachelor party, and I talk a lot with my hands, and I know some people in this room haven't seen me record a show before. In fact, most people here haven't seen me record a show. But here we go. So, Glen, you're here to celebrate my bachelor party, and you're not into craft beer.
No, this will be the first one I've ever tried.
Right, and we're trying White Russian Nitro from Left Hand Brewing Company out of Longmont, Colorado. They make some fantastic beers. Their milk stout is absolutely fantastic, and it's world class.
I mean, when you poured it, it was...
It's magical.
It was awesome to see. I've never seen
unicorns flying out of it. Yeah, awesome. Make Jerad laugh there.
Unicorns flying out of it. That was awesome. Yeah, that was.
Jerad, what did you think about the pour?
The pour was very nice. It had a nice head come up afterwards, and it looked beautiful.
Right, because this White Russian is a nitro beer, so you pour it, straight up and down, and you can watch that head slowly build. And you do lose a little bit of the flavor and a little bit of carbonation with nitro beers, but this thing is perfect. So, Glen, we're going to let you try it. Your first craft beer.
All right. Here it goes. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, there you go. See, I've made another fan of craft beer.
It's not watered down at all.
Right.
I was expecting a little bit just because of the smell.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah, like I said, you lose a lot in the aroma, too, because of the nitro. And the fact that it's, it's really, really cold, so you get that chill haze, so you don't get a lot of this stuff. As this stuff warms up, if we can hold ourselves back from drinking it, we'll get a lot more of an experience out of it.
Yeah.
So, but Glen, you typically don't like beer?
I don't. Every time I've drank it, I've either had to start off with whiskey, something stronger, something that actually tastes a little better, some kind of flavored drink or, something of that nature.
Right.
Every time I start with beer, I get that gagging reflex. It's just nasty to me. I did not experience this with this.
Right.
You do have a little bit of the beer flavor, but it's not as overpowering as you would get with a Bud Light or something like that. You
gonna kill that, Jerad?
Hey, it's good. It's wonderful.
But yeah, you're right, Glen. Craft beer is known for complexity, and just different styles are going to give you, drop all the shit you can. But different styles are going to give you different flavors, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful world to be involved in, and it's better than just drinking Bud Light at a party.
Yeah, and that's all they advertise it for, is for you to get drunk off of.
Right.
And this doesn't seem like something you would sit there and just to get drunk, just for that purpose.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I love this beer, I'm not drinking 12.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Jerad. You can jump in any time.
Oh, well, hey, he's right. This is not a beer to be drinking a lot of. I mean, I downed pretty much half of my mug here, and oh man, I feel good right now. And the point is, drink responsibly and everything. Do it.
Right. As we always say, drink responsibly. You don't want to do anything stupid. We're all adults here. We're all of legal drinking age, and there's just no reason to do anything stupid.
Oh, yeah. But, this is one of those beers you do not want to drink a lot of. This is one of those beers, one or two is good.
Yeah, I mean, you can drink definitely one or two of these things. That's perfect. I mean, this thing, White Russian Nitro, is exactly like a White Russian, a mixed drink, only it doesn't have vodka in it. So, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Glen. Yeah. You're drinking another sip. That's awesome. Maybe I have made another fan of craft beer. Is there any other styles you want to try? Do you know anything about craft beer?
You had mentioned to me a few. The margarita one?
Yeah,
sure.
Mass Agave from Founders, fantastic brewery out of Michigan. So, yeah, I mean, and it's like a margarita in a glass, which is where margaritas normally are.
Yeah.
But if you poured it from the bottle into the glass. So,
or you mix it just mix it in the container it comes in.
That's true, if you're cheap.
Yeah.
Like box wine. Yeah. But is there anything else you want to say about beer? Like why you didn't like it?
Well, like I said, it was just...
You just hated the taste of it, right?
Yeah, it's just that strong strong taste. Every time it'd make me gag. First beer, I'd feel like I was going to throw up because it just tasted so awful. I had to force it down.
Right.
You know, you drink like 3 of them, then it's kind of like water after that. Or you start off with whiskey, and like I used to do.
Right.
And start with a Washington apple or something like that at a bar. Get a couple of those in me, and then go to beer, and wouldn't have that effect.
Because it's cheaper, right?
Yeah, it's just cheaper stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like making love in a canoe. It's effing close to water.
That's right.
I mean.
That's right.
I hope you got floaties on. That's all I can say.
But like, yeah, your big box corporate beer that we all dislike, it's cheap. I mean, that's why they make it, because you can get a Michelob Ultra, and it'd be less than 5%. You can drink 12 of them and still feel okay. In the commercials, they show them running the marathon and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, which is impossible. I mean, you could probably do it, but you know, they don't show them throwing up.
Yeah,
yeah. So,
or doing something stupid afterwards.
Or doing something stupid. Yeah, you're right. Jared, is there anything you'd like to say? Or pick up anywhere where we left off last time? We were talking about Huntsville and the craft beer trail. And
well, first of all, I've got to say, I've sitting here and watched Glenn drink this beer. He didn't make any faces. He kept a straight face. He's been taking some sips of it, and I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud. Welcome to the clan.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, I'm proud of him too, man. He's wearing the Brews with Brian t-shirt. If anybody wants one, you can email me at brewswithbrian@gmail.com, and we can hook you up. We'll figure out a way to pay me. And they're fantastic. Glenn, I think you would say the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I'd highly recommend them when you get them on the market.
Right. It's a very soft, breathable t-shirt.
Yeah, if you have a chance, buy one. It's the Gildan Soft Fit, I think is what it's called.
I believe so.
And it fits perfect.
I ain't made it to the t-shirt part yet, but
yeah, Jared, we ain't got you one yet.
I'm still
oh, you will.
Cut off over here.
They come with sleeves.
Yeah.
That's what scissors are for.
Please don't cut the sleeves off the t-shirt. I don't want the Larry the Cable Guy edition.
You're done.
You might actually market that pretty well if you did that.
Yeah, do a flannel cover.
Yeah, do a flannel cover.
Flannel or a camouflage or something. Cut off.
You know, a little thing around. You can just pop it up and look like Elvis.
A collar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, just go with me now.
Hey, I got you. But yeah, like we were talking about with your big box beer, you know, everybody had them at parties, like whether you're in high school when you're not supposed to be drinking or you're in college when you can.
Yeah.
You know, because it's cheap and available. I mean, you can buy a 30-pack of Natural Light for like $19.99 here in Alabama. And, you know, I don't know why you would want to drink it other than just to get drunk.
So that's what I've seen people do. They'll be like, hey, man, I'm going to go out and get me a Dirty 30, and they'd bring it to a party, and that's what they call Daddy Light around here. But why?
Right.
You know?
Right. Because if you bought a 6-pack or a 4-pack, in this case of the White Russian Nitro, they wouldn't know what you brought in.
Yeah.
You know, and again, you're only drinking 4 when they're trying to pound 30.
Yeah.
You know, and they're missing the point of the beer world. The beer world is not just to get drunk off of. It's just a wonderful side effect.
Yeah.
But like just to enjoy the hard work these people put into it, it makes me happy. I get as much enjoyment out of tasting this beer and knowing how hard the people work to make it as I do the feeling I get of drinking the beer.
Yeah. And that's something I've noticed on your other shows is you talk about how bad the beer is and stuff, but you do not diss the people that make it.
Right.
The people that make it are hard workers.
Right.
They care about their craft.
Right.
They're just working for a company that tries to put out the cheapest stuff they can.
Right. Like, you can check it out in the archives of the show. I reviewed Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Lite, and I didn't put down the people that made it.
Exactly.
Because they hire the best brewers in the world because they've got to make the same beer taste the exact same way every single time.
And that formula hasn't been updated in who knows when.
In 200 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody out there that is, never tried craft beer, just go to one of these breweries and see how much work and effect these people put into their beer and how much time they put into it. I mean, like the nearest one near us is Singing River. And like I said, we go up there in Lawn Patrol. I'm up there religiously up there.
Right.
And
we've actually talked about it the last 2 bonus shows.
Oh, yeah.
About how much you love Lawn Patrol and compared it to George Jones and stuff. And
hey, I didn't bring George Jones into it.
Yeah, I brought it up this time. But you're right. Go to your nearest brewery. More than likely, anywhere you live in the country, there's one close enough in driving distance. Find somebody to drive you back if you drink too much, and just try something. Try something lighter. I mean, most of these breweries are going to make a Pilsner or some kind of light lager that's going to be similar to the Bud Light and the Coors Light that you like to drink, except that these people, they know what they're doing.
I think you were with us when we went to Birmingham to Ghost Train.
Yeah.
They had a convention down there, and we stopped by there afterwards.
Yeah, we went to a Comic-Con and then went by Ghost Train.
And that was just, I mean, it was neat seeing that.
Like a garage. It looks like an old, garage where you get your car worked on.
Yeah.
And they could just raise the door up.
Yeah.
And then there was like a brewery inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All that was just right there exposed. You could see it. They had samples you could get.
Yeah.
I think Melissa got some kind of strawberry something.
Yeah, like boysenberry sour or something like that. Yeah.
And it looked like something you'd want to drink.
Yeah.
It didn't look like something,
Right, because when you talk about sour beer, most sour styles, it doesn't look like beer when you pour it.
Yeah.
Me and Jerad was talking about on one of the bonus episodes, Interspace in Huntsville makes that blueberry milkshake IPA.
Oh, yeah.
And that thing is purple. I wouldn't think of beer and purple together, and just about every sour beer I've had is going to be some kind of fruity color because of the fruit that's in it. Now this White Russian is your typical, copper color, beer, it's got a little bit of haze, you can't see through the glass or anything, but like Bud Light or something, you could see straight through it,
And I will say it is getting better. Just sitting here warming up.
Yeah, like I said, as it warms up, it's fantastic. Let's all take a sip. As Jerad takes a gulp.
You're getting that milk flavor.
Right. Yeah, you're getting that vanilla, a little bit of cream, everything that's in a White Russian. But anyway, but you are enjoying your first experience with craft beer.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's different than what I thought it would be.
Right.
But it's a good different. It's fantastic.
Right. Now, this thing is pretty much a stout with coffee, as the can says. But would you be interested in trying like an IPA, which is more floral? It's got a lot of hops in it, so it's going to be bitter.
I mean,
you enjoy.
I'd be interested in trying a lot of.
You enjoy your whiskey and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, whiskey has that bite.
Yeah.
You can tell that there's alcohol in this.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of beers that I can tell there's alcohol. You can just feel it on your nose.
Yeah. It instantly warms you up.
Right.
And this kind of had the same effect, a little bit milder.
Right. And Jerad is pouring another beer that we were trying. It's a Guns N' Roses fruited ale, I would assume. It's got a
rose ale.
Yeah, so it's a rosé ale. It's got a hibiscus and prickly pear. It was pretty good. Wasn't the best I ever had of all the fruited ales I've had.
Hey, but you got to love Guns N' Roses.
But you got to love Guns N' Roses because
of
because as Jerad just sang, we love Guns N' Roses.
But again, the reason I poured that is to show Glenn the difference in how this one's poured to this nitro beer, this White Russian.
Right, because again, like I said, with the nitro, it's just straight up and down. And with any other beer, you want to do about a 45-degree angle until it gets about halfway done, then you dump it out.
Oh, yeah.
That one has the more amber color to it. This one's more of a, like
copper.
You said, a copper color.
Yeah.
Well, compare the smells to that one to this one. Just smell that one. Which one?
You don't get any of that beer smell with that one.
With that?
You get a little bit with this one, not too much, like I said.
Yeah. And like I said, that's a fruited ale, so you're going to get a lot of fruit, whatever they put in it. And since that thing's got hibiscus and prickly pear, you get a lot of pear, especially in the taste, and a lot of hibiscus on the smell.
And it's packaged nice.
Oh, it's got a great package, great looking can. Guns N' Roses Rosé Ale from Oscar Blues out of Colorado. They make Dale's Pale Ale. It's fantastic. One of the best pale ales on the market. As Jerad
I'm going to take a sip.
kills this mug.
It's not a sip. That's a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. Put the funnel up, Jerry. But yeah, I mean, I would love to have you back on the show trying a different beer.
Yeah, and I'd love to. When we were talking about doing this, you was reading off some. And,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a pineapple one that
Yeah.
sounded like it would be something I'd like.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the one I was talking about, but pineapple hop dang diggity from Jekyll Brewing out of Georgia has habaneros in it, along with pineapple flavoring.
I think that was the one you was telling me about.
I think it was, and it's fantastic. But like I was saying, we're here for my bachelor party, and why not, record a podcast?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
always.
I'm not making any money off this, but I just figured it'd be cool just to expose somebody to craft beer that's never been exposed to it.
Well, it's something you're passionate about, and you don't have to make money off of it.
Right.
You enjoy doing it. You enjoy the craft beer world. So.
Right. I mean, like I said, I love craft beer just because how hard these people work to make stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know this stuff existed until 2 or 3 years ago. And like I said, me and Jared discussed it on one of the bonus episodes with Monkey Knot was probably the first.
There.
Right. We went to a comedy show and we were laughing before anybody got on stage, which has got to be great for a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Man, good times, good times. But yeah, as far as, regular, let's say we used to drink Miller High Life all the time.
yeah, we used to be big High Life fans because you can get it in a 30-pack.
Oh, yeah. And, you compare this to this craft beer, you can tell a lot of work's been put into this stuff. They've put a lot of work and ethic into it, and just how they brew it, the way they brew it. That's like, I think this is my first nitro beer.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
First thing I said was, I didn't know how to take it. And then
Right.
a White Russian, I've had a White Russian before, and I downed it in no time. I couldn't stop myself from taking a drink of it.
Right, because the White Russian mixed drink is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, always.
And of course, this beer is inspired by the movie The Big Lebowski. I think everybody's seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic movie.
Yeah, oh, it's a great movie, And the can's got a bowling pin on it because he bowled in the movie. And, I think it's a good homage, I guess, to the movie. Is that what you think?
Yeah, you can go with that.
Yeah.
Had to pull my dictionary out on that one. But
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use all the big words.
I mean, I've only had 3 beers, man.
Right. Like I said, it's a bachelor party. I'm the one that's supposed to be getting a little hammered.
That is true.
Like I said, as soon as we can get back together and get you to try something else, man, I'd love that.
Yeah. I'd be all up for it.
Because, this is a stout. It's a white stout, but
I'm still thinking he's not going to be up for Monkey Knot.
Monkey Knot is a little hard to handle because it's so hoppy, which means it's so bitter.
And then Backwoods Bastard, that's going to be probably out of your...
Backwoods Bastard is a old ale, which is going to be whiskey tones,
And then,
which you might like.
I might like that one.
Yeah.
Like I said,
No, it's a sipping beer. Again, it's not something you would chug like Jared does everything.
Yeah.
But, but like I said, it's a fantastic beer. Me and Jared sat on that deck out behind the house and drank a growler full, I think.
well, we had a glass full. I can't remember which glasses we were using. I think we was using mugs. And
Right, but we got the growler full, right?
yeah, we got the growler full of
Right.
it.
So I think we drunk most of it that night or that day.
And then another one. I mean, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Brother Joseph. Did we get that at the pizza place, whatever it's called?
Pie Factory.
The Pie Factory.
Yeah. We also got it at the Huntsville Havoc hockey game.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
I forgot about that. Oof.
Bought
a whole pizza that night.
Yeah, I mean, Brother Joseph is a fantastic beer.
I bought 2 pizzas. Oh, that's some good stuff.
Our audience just informed Jared that he had 2 pizzas that night at a hockey game, which in North Alabama might be strange because it's always warm here, but we have a hockey team. So there you go.
It could be worse. We could have bobsledding too.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why we would. That's strange. But yeah, we had a big pour of Brother Joseph, and now that the glass was huge.
Oh yeah,
cup.
Yeah, I was watching the Huntsville Havoc.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Again, Huntsville is where Straight to Ale's from, who makes Brother Joseph. They actually got a Brother Joseph version that's got blood orange in it, which is fantastic. I've tried it. It's good. You would like it.
Ain't many things I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything we've tried, we've pretty much liked. Unless you listen to the archives and you go back to episode 10 when I was talking about how much I hate Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Light.
Tried all them too.
Right.
Yeah, if you're going to hate a beer, those are the ones to hate.
Right. I mean, if you're going to spite something, why not the big box corporate machine beer that tries to kill all the craft beer?
Yeah, when I was younger and would frequent bars and all that stuff, it's like that's what they served. They had some Angry Orchard, which was fine. It's more of a flavored beer.
It's a cider. It's different.
But it's something easier to drink.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have to go with a whiskey or something just to be able to drink a product, in my opinion.
No, I agree with you. I mean, because we haven't drank any liquor tonight.
No, this is the first drink I've had tonight.
And you went, the first thing you had was this White Russian because you were so excited to try it.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited that you loved it. And I can't wait to get you on something else. Probably going to stick with stouts.
Yeah.
Most stouts are dark. This is a white stout, so it's that copper haze. But most stouts you have are dark, like pitch black.
Yeah.
And they're going to give off. They could be barrel aged, so you're going to get some char. Sort of like a whiskey kind of flavor.
And that's something I would definitely be interested in.
Right. And most of the times they're going to be like 10% or more in ABV, so it's going to be high in alcohol content. And again, you're not going to drink 30 of them.
Yeah, these aren't something you just hammer back.
Right.
You sip on them.
Right. I mean, we've been talking for 23 minutes, and the only person that's finished is Jerad. So
that was one sip there too.
Yeah.
Come on, if y'all want me to finish it, I'll finish it.
No, I'm going to finish it. But like I said, I wanted it to warm up so I can get some more for the flavor and the aromas and stuff.
I'm about to take a trip to the cooler here.
You're starting to get the coffee flavor to come out.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's fantastic. It's what a beer should taste like.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get it, and the only thing you taste is the alcohol in it.
Right.
And
because if you done that, you would just drink liquor.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you get with those.
Right. Well, with whiskey and stuff, you get different flavors and stuff. But like you saying with the big box beer, as I let the car go by, you just you just get blandness. There is no flavor. With Bud Light and which Bud Light says they don't, but Coors Light and Miller Light, they put corn syrup in it.
Yeah.
Which is used in soft drinks to make it sweeter. And they use like rice and stuff, which, most of these beers don't have rice in it. Jerad, what do you have right now that you're going to try?
It is called Prank Calls to Satan.
Prank Calls to Satan.
A hoppy black ale.
I'll
let you read.
A hoppy black ale.
And who hasn't prank called Satan?
Yeah, I mean, it says it was brewed and canned by the good folks at Wiseacre. Wiseacre is a brewery out of Memphis, Tennessee. They make some pretty good stuff. It's got free hugs on the back of it. That's cool. All right, and we've got Prank Calls to Satan from Wiseacre Brewery. We talked about it just a second ago from Memphis, Tennessee. Glenn, have you tried it?
I took a sip of it, and it's a different beer than what I'm used to.
Right, because it's a black IPA, so IPAs are typically hoppier and maybe bitter. The floral notes.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. It had very floral overtones.
Right, and typically IPAs do.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly my taste, but it was not a bad beer.
Right,
it didn't have that alcohol flavor, that beer flavor that you normally get.
What does this can say? Got used. I can't read that, Jerad. What does that say?
When you read it.
Got you some aloe.
Got you some aloe. I'm guessing because in hell you would burn.
I'm assuming. And maybe it's got aloe in it. I don't know.
Well, that would be strange. But anyway.
It's going down.
Yeah.
Again, this is
it's a black IPA.
Yeah. It's a darker beer. It's light.
It is a dark hoppy beer, which typically you don't see because most dark beers are going to be stouts, which are going to be roasty, maybe like coffee or char from like a barrel. But that thing was fantastic. I loved it. Wiseacre's got some good stuff out of Memphis.
It was not a bad beer. Like I said, it wasn't my taste in beer, but I could definitely drink it.
Right. And I think I'm going to wrap up the show there. I want to thank everybody for joining me and my cousins, Glenn and Jerad, on this bonus episode of Brews with Brian. You can check out the show every Monday at 7 a.m. on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. Jerad and Glenn, would y'all like to say anything?
I just want to say everybody out there, just try your craft beer at least once in your life. It'll change your life and everything. Like Glenn can tell. I mean, it's a totally different world. Glenn?
I would like to say to you, Brian, thanks for having me on. This was a fantastic beer to try. Definitely a fantastic first craft beer to try. And, I mean, if you haven't tried White Russian yet, you need to go out and pick it up. And get yourself a T-shirt when he has them available.
Right. Like I said, just email me at brewswithbrian@gmail.com and we'll set up a way to get you a shirt. And probably around $15 is what I'm shooting for. I want to give a shout-out to Southern Package in Sheffield, Alabama. If you live in North Alabama, you need to check out Southern Package, where we buy all of our craft beer.
And I got to say, that place, I was in there last night, and very friendly people. They know their beer. The woman behind the counter was there, and she was very friendly. She was asking me, do I need any help? What do I like and everything? And I told her I've been here before, and she's like, oh, so you know everything. And I'm like, no, I don't know everything, but my cousin Brian does.
But I think that's going to do it for this bonus episode of Brews with Brian. I'm going to thank Jerad and Glenn for joining me, and we'll see you next time.